Mrs. H. We're doing Create with Mrs. H, and I have a little bit of a light on me. I hope you don't mind. It makes really beautiful shadows. So we are going to be taking this beautiful photo of Bette Davis's public domain so we can use it. And we're going to colorize it and bring it to life because we're all about taking the vintage things and bringing it into now and enjoying them. It's also something frugal you can do if you like, that you can make these beautiful pictures and colorize them, colorize things for your family, make beautiful canvases and artworks of it. So I'm going to show you how I do it step by step. And I think it'd be fun to have company. So whatever you're doing, you can just relax a little bit as we do some kind of painting in a way. So I'm on picmonkey.com, picmonkey.com. It's a free site and you can have the pro version if you'd like. All right, so it's a little easier than Photoshop. So here is a Bette Davis and the big reveal. So I used AI, which you can Google how to do that, and it'll colorize the photo for free, but it doesn't colorize it too well, and you'll see. So we have to improve it. So here it is. Ta-da! So it's okay, it's not great. So we're gonna just add some nice touches to it. First thing I like to do is get those eyes good. So I'm just gonna make this bigger. I'm gonna touch up. And to get the whites in the eyes, I like to use something called teeth whiten. And then I just click around and it helps to, that was a little too big, so I'm gonna undo that. Make it a little smaller. I like to just add the white parts. And it really just freshens up the look because there is no reason why Bette Davis should have like red eyes here because she's just so beautiful. Okay, and I don't go for perfection. I just go for like enhancing the overall look, making it a little bit more believable. So I also use some tricks with filters and things like that. So you're gonna see that. Okay, let's go ahead and make her lips a little bit more red. So even though it's lips, I like to use eyeshadow because when I use the lipstick thing that they offer, it just, it's not forgiving if you make a mistake. And when I use the eyeshadow, it's really much more forgiving. So I'm going to scroll down here. And if I make a mistake, if I get out of the lines, which I do, then it's not so bad. So we're just going to use eyeshadow on here and just make it a little smaller. It's like as small as you can go. And then it's like when you're little and you colored in the lines. There's all these adult coloring books. I guess this is my adult coloring book. And it's so relaxing if you can forgive yourself for little mistakes. Okay, so touch up here. And now I'm going to go for a little bit of eye tint. And we're gonna go here and I'm just gonna use maybe the colors they have and just try to make it a little bit more consistent throughout. So I'm gonna use the little dropper to match so that way the whole eye looks like one color. Touch, 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 click, click, click. A little bit of fun there. And voila. Eyes brighten. We're gonna just make sure her eyes are just a little brightened up. Very good. All right, so let's make her a little smaller so we can get an overall feel. Sense some improvement going on. So I feel like this needs to be more of a consistent color. Her neck needs to match other parts. So let's try a few different things. We'll do the touch up again. Eyeshadow is basically, think of eyeshadow as just like paint. And you want to have your paintbrush dipped into the color you want. So I dipped it into the color that's on her forehead. I don't have to guess, I just sort of try to match. And there we go. So I also feel like this is kind of dingy looking. So that is where the teeth whiten also works. So I'm gonna go to touch up and I'm gonna find the teeth whiten. I've done this so many times, like I always have to look for it. So, and this is something that I've done and I've been able to make artwork for people. And something I did where I colorized something with Groucho Marx And that was a lot of fun. And Hedy Lamar. And I feel like I'm just hanging out with these great people. And you get to, spend the day with these great people. Also, it's been fun to do this for my friends who had old pictures of their family and they just wanted them to come to life. And one girl just did it of herself, and we did a picture of her and we colorized it, and it just moved her for some reason. It just really moved her to have it come to life like that. So you never know little things that you can do that can have an effect on people. And each of us is special. Each of us adds that little light to the world. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit of yellow highlights here. Just not too much. It's already, I have to say the AI did a really good job on this. And I'm just going to add just those touches. She's just so beautiful as is. And I think it's starting to get some progress. Okay, so I see when I went and made it smaller, I noticed that this is still a little bit dingy down below because I missed that part. So there's little things you can do. You can always just go to edit, and you can just, you want to hurry something up, just crop it, and then you have something. Just there's no rules. You're doing this and you make the rules. Okay, so now we have a touch up, and I'm gonna just play around with trying to do spray tan here to sort of get this to be a little bit more vibrant. And if you were in like Photoshop, maybe you would use paint or something like that. But I think it's so funny that we can just take this makeup devices and make them into, well, like, how did you colorize this? Did you spend years doing this? It's like, actually, I used some spray tan. All right. I like how that looks. I feel like here needs extra love. So I am going to use a little extra eyeshadow, which, remember what I said what eyeshadow is? Eyeshadow is, you just think of it as the paint. So I'm clicking with the dropper so it can sort of match that. And then look at that. It's matching it much more. So we're going to do some more tricks. And how about just a little blush? Because nothing says it's colorization without, oh, she's got some pink on her cheeks. I put a little pink in my eyeshadow, so I'm doing that. So maybe that's a little crazy, but how about we'll just do that color instead? I think you can't see that as much. So let's make the strength a little higher. And just putting it all over. There we go. All right. So let's give her a background that's darker, because that'll make her really stand out and pop. And now I like to use Orden because it's like a spotlight. I'm ready for my close-up. And I can't tell you, I have used that on myself too. Okay. All right. I think this deserves just a little bit more of a touch-up. I know what you're thinking. Spray tan. Okay. Nobody will believe you. Be like, I use spray tan. Colorize my picture. And we know our little secret here. So we could play around with a few more effects. We have pink fog. Ooh. Let's see. What do you think? Pink fog? Let me know later. Boost? No. Then there's soften. No. Black and white. Wait. We'll be back where we started if we do black and white. We can't do that. Let's see. We can do Tuscan. That's nice. A little bit orangey though. All right. So maybe we could leave it like this. And my husband told me last time that I should show you the before and afters again. So let's see, Betty Davis. Here it is before. Here it is after. And I mean, you gotta love the before as well. So I just am so glad that you spent time with me, and you can learn how to do this, and it can be fun presents for people. It can be fun business for you. Also, you can help your friends with this, or if you just watch, because it's just fun and relaxing to see something transform before your eyes. And I'm glad that you did that too. And it's just fun to have company. So I'm glad that you came to Create with Mrs. H, and we got to hang out together, and we got to hang out with Betty. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, Hearth and Home Nostalgia. Hit the bell notifications to know when we go live, and leave a comment. Let me know what you're up to today. Thank you so much for joining us.